Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. It's Friday the 2nd of October. Thanks again for watching. Can you believe it's October already, but with the glorious weather that 99% of us have been enjoying. It doesn't feel anything like it, does it? I did see a site though today advertising Christmas goods and get Christmas shopping done early. So I guess that says that the madness is all about to start, isn't it? And of course, never want to miss an opportunity. Don't forget that my books and DVDs are all available. We've got the Christmas orders in now, so they're due to be delivered in the next day or so. And if you want to see what books and DVDs I've produced, ideal for anybody who loves weather, go to weatherweb.net and then just click on Books by Simon. There's the link. Look, just in there. Click on Books by Simon. That'll bring you up this page. And that gives you examples of my DVDs. You can go on and have a look at some of the videos. Also shows you some sample pages of the Pocket Weather Forecaster as well. So they're all there and available to order. So if you want to get in an early Christmas present, get your orders in early. That'll sort out one of those for you, won't it? Now, we got a problem. Yep, we've got a problem because models are really struggling with how to cope with what's going on next week. Yeah, we know there's going to be a breakdown taking place, and we're pretty certain that breakdown is going to be overnight, Sunday into Monday, and it'll be a little bit hit and miss. But where the models are struggling is what to do from the middle of next week onwards. This is the ECMWF, 4-day, 5-day, etc., going forward in 24-hour steps, up to the 10-day, which closes out at the end of the 11th of October, so running into Monday the 12th. And just notice what it does. Day 6 builds in a ridge. Day 7, so this is heading into next Friday, so Thursday into Friday. We've got a nice ridge out towards the east, high pressure here. Got a southerly flow. Remnants of the hurricane Joaquin, is that right? Off western parts of Ireland. And then you notice the ridge kind of topples across the top here. Ex-hurricane basically just gets absorbed as it heads its way further eastwards through Europe into the 11th. The ridge stays there, high up here, and the high gets squeezed off to the north with an east to southeasterly flow. That's what the ECMWF says it thinks is going to happen. That's a bit of a change from the midday run yesterday, but that's the way that the GM is seeing things developing. Now, just take a look at the GFS ensemble and see what that does for the same period. And what this is doing is, again, day 6, there's our ridge building in, look, builds it up, there's day 7. On day 7.5, the high off towards the east, trough coming in from the west. This is the forecast then for 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday the 10th, and by then it's trying to get its trough further east, but it still maintains a little bit of a ridge off towards the east as well. And then into the second part of the period, so running forward from day 8.5 through to the 12th day, so it breaks our trough through. So GFS Ensemble sees the high trying to get back in, but then collapses its way again into next weekend. So we've got a choice here running of either you go with high pressure and fair conditions and an easterly wind, or you go with low pressure, unsettled conditions and a westerly wind. It really is a struggle going on out there at the moment with the models. Now, in terms of the MJO, let me just show you what's going on with that. This is the predicted MJO from Carl McRitch's site, and it's from the CFS, and what it shows is it's going through phase 6, phase 7, phase 8, back into phase 1. Only a very weak signal though coming from that, but we're into phase 7 around about the 11th of October, and then heading into phase 8 around about the 24th of October, before we kind of close out the month getting into phase 1. So we want to be watching the dates around the 12th and around the 24th. Now this is what phase 8 usually looks like. Phase 8 shows signs of high pressure building out towards the west, trough off towards the east, so something like that. Remember that was the period running through from the 10th through to the 24th. Now, what it then does is get us into phase 7. Sorry, that was phase 6 I showed you. Gets us into phase 7, and it brings high pressure in. So the MJO certainly wants to see this idea of a building pressure. Of course, it's based on the CFS, so it's the CFS actually that wants to see that pressure build. And in fact, it then keeps the pressure high across the UK, trough out towards the west, ridge off across the country, and a trough out towards the east. It does that as we head into phase 8. And as we've just seen, phase 8 is right at the end of the month. So it's getting into the period around about the 1st of November. So it wants to try and get us into that phase 8 spell around about the end of October. So it's seeing high pressure really trying to persist. And then it doesn't break things down until the early part of November. So we've got this real struggle of forecasts out there right at the moment, going through from the ECMWF, which wants to build the pressure in up towards the northwest. So it's seeing some sort of build of pressure of sorts. We've got the GFS ensemble, which again builds the pressure for a time at the end of next week, but then breaks it down after that and brings us back into a westerly. And then the CFS, which is trying to really pull in the ridge and keep the high over us through the end of October into the early part of November. So we've got some problems as to how things develop. I think it's one where we've got to throw our hands in the air and say, do you know what, just at the moment with this one, we can't be sure. So it's going to be an interesting watch over the next couple of days as the weather tries to sort itself out. One of my theories is that when you get a hurricane come into the modelling system, such as we've got at the moment, it can have knock-on effects throughout the atmosphere. So I think that's what we're finding, is that the models are each dealing with that feature differently. And I think that's having a knock-on effect on the reliability of the longer range stuff. But hopefully, excuse me, we can try and pin things down a little bit as we go through the weekend. So a bit of a non-forecast for you there, really, wasn't it? Giving you the choices of what goes on. I have to say, for my money, I think the end of the week into next weekend, we are going to be seeing that westerly breakthrough. And then we do go into the emphasis for a more unsettled October. Yeah, there'll be 1 or 2 fine days. But I think we need to look at the idea of things becoming more unsettled. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that for now, but whatever you're doing, thanks again for watching. Have a fabulous day. Keep the sun shining, and bye for now.